With summer just around the corner, the kids will be looking for something to do during their vacation. Polk County Parks and Recreation has a camp your kids don't want to miss. All the details are coming up on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio is Alicia Glasscock. Alicia is a recreation program manager, and Jamie Vance. Jamie is a recreation coordinator, both of them with Polk County Parks and Rec. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of new faces within Polk County Parks and Rec, but my girls come back to see me occasionally. How long have we been doing this, Alicia?
Probably about 10 years for me.
Yeah. Ben, Alicia, and how about with you, Jamie?
I'll be 5 coming up in May, so.
Yeah. Seems like just yesterday.
Yeah.
I keep telling the new kids, they're like, it's not that bad. Come in and we'll do it. You got a program coming up for the kids, Camp Rock. Let's talk a little bit about that. What exactly is it?
Well, that's our annual summer camp program that we run out of usually elementary schools around the county. We try to stay in the unincorporated areas, not to interfere with anything that's already going on in the city limits. And it's usually an 8-week program. This year we're going to run 6 weeks because of the school start date being changed by the school board administration. So we're going to run a 6-week program this year.
Let's talk a little bit about what parents can expect of the program and the parameters of what school age, and let's talk a little bit about that.
Our youngest ages, they have to have graduated kindergarten, and then it runs through those about to enter 8th grade, which is usually that 12 age mark. That's just a good mix of they've been to school, they know how to follow rules, which is what we're looking for. And as far as what the parents can expect, it's a day camp. So what we do is arts and crafts, field trips. We bring in people to do demonstrations, to teach them things. Sports is a big one. They have to spend at least a part of the day outside. Even though it's summertime, we want them to get out and about and expend some of that energy. So.
One of the things that I want to emphasize, because we've shot a lot of these in the past, you know, a lot of parents may think, oh, this is a great way somebody to watch the kids. This isn't a babysitting service. This is actually a great program and a chance for the kids to learn.
Yeah, and it's a great time kids make a lot of friends during the summer. And they'll start with us at the age of 5 and grow through the whole program till the age of 12, and then they can join a junior counselor program from 13 to 17, and then if they wanted to, they can be a camp counselor. So there's always opportunities to grow within our program, but it's just kids love it. We don't really have too many complaints about it. It's a great way to interact with other people, get to know the county, I guess you can say, with going to the parks and stuff like that, so it's a good opportunity.
With each one of the sites that you guys have for Polk County Parks and Rec, one of the stories that remains the same is you get kids at a young age, and say you at 5 years, you at 10 years, you go back and those kids, you know, they were coming in at 5, now they're 15. They've grown up with Polk County Parks and Rec. Talk about the importance of you guys being there as a support system, and of course, and them having that village to watch them.
It really is kind of its own little ambassadorship program where we get them so young and then they go through our program. And we really do have counselors that are 18 now that have been with us, like you said, for 10 years. So it's a great way to kind of build your own little army of people beating the drum on what Parks and Rec can do for Polk County. So it's, like she said, it's kind of truly amazing to watch them grow through that with us.
One of the things that a lot of people don't realize, Polk County Parks and Rec is a staff of, you know, this many.
Yes.
And then
it's a county of this many.
You reach this many. Talk about what you guys do to utilize the volunteers and sponsors to help you fulfill the mission of Polk County Parks and Rec.
Well, like you said, it's a large county, so, and it's a large program. Even though it runs 6 weeks, we take 60 kids to each location, and if we didn't have those people who were kind of committed to helping us run that program, either our sponsors or our volunteers, it wouldn't be possible. It's the same with our special events, it's the same with our programming. So we really need that community support for people to come in, whether it's our demonstrators who are our local law enforcement or our local dentists to come in and teach them things, who donate their time. charge us for that sort of thing. Or like she said, we take them to our own parks and kind of, they meet our park staff, they meet our volunteers in the field. So it's a great way to kind of bring it all together and get those kids involved in Polk County and its government.
Jamie, you work a lot of the events, whether the special events, whether it's at the holidays or say the fishing derby, things along that lines. Talk about the importance of having something to do for the kids, you know, not only during the special events, but each day at the rec centers.
Yeah, I mean, it just gives us a sense of community for the kids. It's an opportunity to keep them off the streets. If they wanted to do something that's active, they can come to our centers or to our parks. So there's always something to do there even with our sports leagues. So there's always an opportunity for them to come together to basically form a family with everyone in the community. So it's a fun time, always.
Now, one thing that the folks have got to realize is space is limited on this. So let's talk registration and deadlines, and once again reiterate the fact that how many people you're taking per place.
It is very limited. We can only accommodate about 60 kids at each location. We are, like I said, hosted usually in an elementary cafeteria, so space is limited. We will be doing registrations in the upcoming months in April and May, which you can check our websites for specific dates. But if there are spots available after a particular registration night that we will do on site at a school, they become available on a first come, first served basis in our office up until I believe we're going to cut it off at May 18th this year. So after that, it's kind of, you know, if you didn't get it, you might not have the opportunity.
One of the things that you mentioned was, you know, the website and on Facebook. You guys, just like Polk County Communications, are at the forefront of using social media, YouTube, the website to get the word out. Talk about the importance that now you're on the level of the kids, because I don't think there's a kid out there that doesn't.
And that's how people seem to like to get their news nowadays. And Jamie's kind of our ambassador for that, where
it's basically right at your fingertips. Yeah. Like that's the whole point of using our Facebook and our website, is we want to have the information get to them as quick as possible, I guess you can say. So that's that's why we push through our social media and our YouTube would be you guys, but our Twitter accounts like that, because we want everyone to know like registration dates are coming up. If we post it on Facebook, we'll have 1,000 views in an hour or so. So it's the quickest way to get the information out to the mass public. So
I'm really surprised, because at these tapings, we always make them available to you, then you guys post them, and of course Jeremy Morady does the same thing for us. And the the amount of people that see them, I'm like, you do a tape and you go, okay, yeah, they have a great following. But when I see you guys, I'm like, I don't even worry about telling you what to do. Why are kids so amazed at this whole process?
That's a good question. I mean, I guess I'm amazed that the kids are like, they like our stuff all the time, which is really important to us, because once you like that, you're engaging in our posts on Facebook. And it just surprises me how many people just interact with us on Facebook. If they have any complaints or comments, you better believe it's on Facebook. So if you ever want to know anything about our department or our programs or our special events, Facebook's our big route to learn all that information, even with our summer camp program. So.
Well, Jamie, Alicia, thank you very much for coming in, and thank you for sharing the information on Camp Rock.
Yeah, no problem.
And you at home, Polk County Parks and Recreation invites Polk County youth to check out Camp Rock, June 20th through July 29th, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at various locations throughout the county. Camp Rock is a summer day camp for those that have graduated kindergarten through those entering 8th grade, 2016 to 2017 school year. Now, campers will participate in arts and crafts, field trips, indoor-outdoor games and sports, demonstrations, and special events. Registration will start in April. Make sure you check out Polk County Parks and Recreation's website for camp location. Space is limited. For pricing and financial assistance information, give them a call at 863-534-6911 or look them up on the web at parksandrec.polk-county.net.